Hello, everybody. Oh, I forgot to turn the light on my camera on. I knew it was too dark over here, but I could not figure out why. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of NFL action right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and today we are in week number 14 of the season. We have 4 games left, and a lot still up for grabs here in the playoffs. The AFC is a little bit messier than the NFC, but we'll take a look at both of them and kind of get you set for today's triple header of games. I actually went in and wrote out like all the different matchups and tried to find the most like interesting games. So I have 2 picked for sure and maybe a third depending on which team wins, but who knows? There's some interesting stuff going on here. In the NFC, the playoff picture looks like this. The Falcons, they're number 1. They lead the NFC South. The 49ers, I was thinking Atlanta, so I was trying to go NFC. 49ers, they lead the AFC. Nope, gosh darn it, Sean. The 49ers lead the NFC West at 9-3. The difference is the Falcons have that one tie, so that's giving them a leg up here with this with these standings. They are the 49ers lead the NFC West, like I said, at 9-3. The Cardinals are tied at tied with the 49ers at 9-3. I'm getting too excited, stumbling over words. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Cardinals are actually going to be the number 5 seed because they are currently in second place in the NFC West. The Packers are your 3 seed. They lead the North. The Cowboys lead the East, and they are your 4 seed. Again, Cardinals the 5 seed. The Buccaneers right now in the South are at 7-5. Detroit on the outside looking in, and the Giants on the outside looking in as well with a 6-6 record. They still have a shot, but they're going to need some help. The Bears also with a shot. They're obviously going to need some help as well. And then the Saints, I think the Saints are just kind of out of it, but maybe still in the hunt. But I didn't really worry about them. The Seahawks, Vikings, and then Eagles for sure are done. So that's your NFC. I guess I should do these alphabetically. This is your NFC playoff picture. Over in the AFC, it's a bit of a mess because of the AFC East. The Raiders lead the West at 9-3. They are the number 1 seed. The Bengals lead the North at 7-5 with the big win over the Ravens last week. Colts lead the South at 7-5. Chargers are second place in the West at 7-5. The Jaguars are 7-5, and they are they're in second place, or tied for first, I guess, in the AFC South. So the Raiders are your 1, the Bengals your 2, Colts your 3, Chargers your 5, Jaguars your 6. The Texans would miss, the Ravens would miss, the Steelers would miss because the Jets currently lead the East. They are tied with the Patriots at 6-6. That would be your 4 seed right there. And so a team like the Texans, who have a better record, would miss the playoffs if it were to end today. The Ravens and Steelers would also miss the playoffs. But it is a big jumble between the first 8-9 teams in the AFC. Now I wrote out a bunch of them. We have a couple of matchups today that are potential playoff previews. In the AFC, or on the AFC side of things, the Raiders play the Chargers today. That's the number 1 taking on the number 5 seed. That could help the Jaguars, could help the Texans. If the Raiders were to win and they were to win, could knock the Chargers out of the playoff picture. Over in the NFC, the Falcons play the Bucks. That's the 1 versus the 6. And then you have the 49ers taking on the Cowboys, which is a 2 versus a 4. And so those are kind of interesting. On the bubble, you have the Texans taking on the Steelers, and those are 2 teams. That's a game that we're going to watch for sure. But I have another game, Detroit and Arizona, Oakland and San Diego. Now, two games, I just don't know what to do with them. I kind of want to watch both of them, so maybe I should just do that instead, because I was thinking about watching Atlanta take on Tampa Bay, because Tampa Bay is sitting in kind of a weird spot, and if the Bucks were to lose, then the Lions were to win. Like, the Lions game feels dependent on a different outcome, and the San Diego Oakland game feels like it kind of plays with like a different team sort of thing. So I'm not really 100% sure what to do with this. I was debating maybe doing a 4-game day, but I don't know if I want to do that. getting kind of a late start today because it was kind of hellacious day after Christmas, all that traveling and stuff. Either way, we're going to start with Houston and Pittsburgh. We're going to go, we've seen the Texans a lot, but they have been playing meaningful games, and that has made it interesting. So we're going to start there, and I'll kind of try and figure out what I want to do for the rest of the games. Maybe if we've had a couple of times lately where like it's 69 degrees now. They said it too. Or some of the games are a little bit shorter. Maybe that kind of buys us a little bit of time for something else. I don't know. Charles Woodson. Well, he gets the, I believe it's Brett Favre for whatever week in a row. Stephen Davis. 1,111 yards and 11 touchdowns. A lot of ones.
Thank you, Ron. It's time to toss the coin. Let's go to midfield.
The visiting captain will make the call. Captain, what's your choice?
As I started writing out all these teams and like who they were playing, I was like, oh man, there's not like a lot of good games. There's a couple of like potential playoff matchups, and some of the outside teams are looking in, but like some of the better teams are playing bad teams. And it's like, oh man, this is not going well. But ended up with enough games to be kind of unsure of where we're going. The Bears are playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins are really only in contention in the AFC South. So I didn't really even look at that one. I think Lions-Cardinals is very interesting. It's a nice spin move up the left side. And he's going to break it towards the 40. But these are two in-contention teams. Could get some help with from San Diego. Or Oakland. I should have wrote the records down. Oh, Brett Favre, you know what? He played on the Texans last time in Madden 2003. He plays on the Colts right now. I apologize. I forgot about that. I think it's kind of like a weird no-name guy. We should get the lineups here in a moment, but it is very odd, the quarterback. Some of the quarterbacks are weird. That is a nice completion on a first down here in rainy Pittsburgh. Jay Miller, got Ed McCaffrey, Derek Mason, Jamal Lewis, Brockmeyer. Dixon got a good photo. There's a nice handoff to the right side. Oh, he just didn't hold the block on the edge long enough. Still a good run, though. I don't know if maybe instead of trying to do the sidestep juke maneuver, if maybe just trying to run north and south is a little more effective.
Second down, ball at the 39-yard line.
Second down and 5. There's a beautiful find in the flat. He's up the sideline inside the 20. And it'll be 1st and 10 in the red zone. Texans getting off to a fantastic start. A terrific kick return. Gave them good field position. Some nice throws. This is what I like seeing. I like the short throws. Everybody loves the big bombs down the field. Exciting plays like that. But short throws and giving your playmakers an opportunity to gain some ground. That's the good stuff.
First down for the Texans.
They marked him at the 19, just inside the 20-yard line. Split back formation with a receiver on either side of the formation. I did not love that throw. There was a little bit of a rainbow pass right there, but even with 2 receivers in the area, comes down with the catch. A little surprised to see so much throwing the ball in the rain, but I also kind of feel like with the way this game struggles with a lot of other elements of it, rain might not be something that it computes. The drop and throw. This time he's going to run. Finds a little bit of space off the left side, and he'll get taken down at the 10-yard line. Cut it a little too inside, or inside a little too early, I should say. It's something that I say every single week we do this. Stick it outside. You might have enough speed to pick up the first down. 3rd down and 2. Hand the ball off. He's going to be tripped in the backfield. Terrific defensive play by the Steelers to get that shoestring tackle. Whew. And it'll be 4th down and 5 following the loss of 3. So the terrific Houston drive stalls out deep in Pittsburgh territory. Excellent job by the Steelers defense. They bent. They didn't break. They hold them to a field goal attempt, which is good. So an early 3-0 lead for Houston. AFC North, a bit of a mess, as it usually is. Even though we're playing 2 different games and the rosters are randomized with fantasy drafts at the beginning, the AFC North, or Central, as it was known in NFL Fever 2002, continues to baffle.
Starts upfield, reaches the first, and taken down near the 24.
Michael Vick leading this Steelers offense out. Schroeder. Steven Davis. Ogden. That was a very long drive. Over 2.5 minutes. Half a quarter. Which is pretty wild. That's a terrific defensive play. Brought the linebacker up. Read it correctly. Read it well. Made the tackle. Right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1. Either way, it's 2nd and long for the Steelers.
2nd down. The Steelers from the single back set.
Vic drops back, finds time to throw, hits a receiver, but he drops it in double coverage. 3rd down and 11 coming up.
I like that. That's right. 3rd down. They're going with 1 running back.
Vic with a nice find there. A good spin move past the 30. Not enough for a first down, but still picked up some positive yards. It'll be 4th and medium, 4th and 5, but they will be punting the ball away.
4th down now.
We won't see anything crazy like we did in the Packers game yesterday, taking on the Dolphins. Green Bay got everything they needed to break their way. They got 4 losses from the Giants, the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Lions. Now all they have to do is win out and get a little bit of help. 2 losses by the Giants, 1 loss by the Commanders, and they can sneak their way into the playoffs. Big game this Sunday. Hopefully I'll get to be home to watch it against the Vikings, which means next week's episode will likely be recorded after that game is completed. And it'll be the first video I record of 2023, most likely. I can't imagine what else would be recorded before that, but who knows?
They put the brakes on him at the line.
They couldn't make a dent in the defense that time. There was
Flexed the Ravens-Steelers game to Sunday night. I always wonder how that works for people with tickets, like travelers with tickets. I mean, theoretically, game starts at 4:30, you're still, you're probably planning on staying the night. Oh, he's a wide open receiver down the seam. He is gone free and clear. Touchdown, Derek Mason.
Hey, they need to give the
71 yards on 2 receptions, 35.5 yards average, 1 delicious touchdown.
The drive covered 56 yards and took just 2 plays. So the kicking unit on now to the extra point. Here's the stat.
41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We got a 10-0 game. Ooh, this is good news for the Texans, who could use a little bit of help from Oakland.
Fairfield back deep to receive the kick.
Potentially a little later today.
It's kicked. He hauls it in.
From the 10.
Brought down. The return ended at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 from the 29-yard line. Texans have had 2 terrific drives so far, and they lead by 2 scores, 10-0. See what Vic and the Steelers offense has. 2 receivers to the left side with the tight end breaking toward the sideline. Knocked over the lineman and still deflected the ball. An incredible defensive play by Houston. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Second down. McKnight in motion. Drops back. Throws.
Vic throws, and a diving attempt at a pick is all for nothing as it falls to the turf. 3rd down and 10. Still surprised at how much throwing I'm seeing. Steelers maybe a little bit of a surprise that they are still in contention at 6-6. They don't look like a 500 team right here. A little bit of motion. Texans bring a little. I think they brought 1 extra rusher. They get to the quarterback. Maybe it was just a 4-man rush. Either way, Vic tried to break out of the pocket, and he was hit for a sack, and that will do it for that Pittsburgh drive. Very short. They started with about 30 seconds, and they might get the punt off before this quarter even ends. I think we have a penalty for some reason. Encroachment. So a 4th and 14 turns into a 4th and 9. And that will indeed end quarter number 1, 10-0 Houston. Looking to put themselves into the playoff chase. Crowded AFC South also exists. Colts. And the Titans are not very good. Never mind. Hold on. They're right on the heels of the Colts. Colts are playing a different team today, and they are called the Titans. Titans are 4-8, so I kind of wrote that one out pretty quickly. So 1st and 10 as quarter number 2 begins. Houston coming out for another possession with a 2-score lead. A pitch well blocked on the outside, but the game just doesn't hold on to him long enough.
Does a good job of making sure he got something out of the play.
Second and
7. Second and 7, another handoff to the left side. We're going to have a holding penalty here. This one's coming back. I think it's going to be this side of the screen. Either way, it's going to be a 10-yard. I think it was right the first time, actually.
Second and 17.
What an exhausting day. Second and 17 following the hold. This is good news for Pittsburgh. Good opportunity for them to get off the field.
That's it. Jones brought that play to an end.
It's probably exactly what you want on a second and 17. Just get half of it.
I hear you.
Set it up, make it third and reasonable. At least. I would say third and reasonable after a second and 17, like third and 8, third and 7. Not exactly third and manageable, which is typically like 4 yards and under, I think. They're sending a lot of players on deep routes. He's going to throw off his back foot, find a receiver past the 35-yard line, but tackled immediately. And that will be the first drive that we will see the Texans punt the ball away. And still managed to take more time off the clock than the Pittsburgh Steelers did.
Here's the snap. Gets it away. Davis calls it in.
Inside the 20, he'll make it up to the 30 before he meets his first 2 tacklers, and neither of them can get him down. He got an extra 6 yards out of that. Wow, nice return here by Stephen Davis. Hope everybody had a great holiday, had a fantastic day myself. Just hung out. Got about a 4-hour Sea of Thieves recorded, which was nice during the Golden Glory weekend. Stay tuned for that in the future. I did forget to give you the rigmarole if you haven't already. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. I'd love to try and hit 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. We're 33 away at the time of recording. Oh, 32 away. I didn't reload my page. That is a beautiful run to get past the 50, and we'll see the Steelers with their first play inside Houston territory after that. Blew him up, held the blocks nicely, initiated the contact, but fell down. Terrific play. That's what I've been looking for from the Steelers. Or just kind of these outside run plays. Just hold the blocks long enough, spring one down the side. First down and 10. Yeah, currently sitting at about 32. There's another nice block on the outside. A beautiful spin move. He is off to the races. There's a middle linebacker chasing him, and he will get the shoestring tackle at about the 10-yard line. Terrific couple of runs here for Pittsburgh. Looking to get themselves right back in this game. You have until Saturday to try and help me get to 1,500 subscribers. Again, the major goal is next year. I'd love to try and double that. I don't exactly know how I would do that. Maybe you just upload more Eon Flux videos, but either way, I appreciate everybody watching, hanging out, enjoying the content. He'll be down at the 8-yard line, it looks like. First and goal. We'll hit the 2-minute warning after this. They're going to go right back to that stretch play, push it to the sideline. That was a touchdown. He keeps that left, just go. You're in the end zone. 2-minute warning here, second and goal from the 4. That gives Houston an opportunity to stop this drive for a field goal attempt rather than a touchdown. And they have just run it to the left. They'll try the run to the right. He almost had it, but cut upfield too soon. Got met at about the 2, and it'll be third down and goal. Single back set. They're going to hand the ball off. No, it's a play action pass, but the Houston defense called the correct play to send two extra defenders. The first guy took the running back out, and it gave the second guy enough time to get there for the sack. A couple of poor decisions by the running back. They're going to go for it here. This is huge. I would not go for this. I would take the points, especially with the way you lost yards on that last play. But it doesn't matter because it's a touchdown. Marvin Minnis. Wow. Got some nice separation there and a pretty easy pitch and catch.
63 yards and took 6 plays.
Look at those solid runs there. Took a sack on 3rd down, which kind of sucked. But
Kicking team is on the field for the PAT.
doesn't matter when you convert on 4th down.
Ball snap. He launches the kick. And
Kick is up, and the kick is good. It's been a fantastic season so far. We have a few more weeks, I think 7 more weeks here in NFL Fever 2003.
Ball teed up for the kicker.
It's been fun.
There's the kickoff. It's caught.
From the 15-yard line. It was a pretty short kick. Got it up to near the 30-yard line. Heinz Field, which I don't know if it's called that here in this game. I can pull up this. No, it is called Heinz Field. I think they had a big bottle of green ketchup in the end zone for a while, and I remember being like, hey, that's pretty cool. About the only positive thing I've ever said about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Said green and purple ketchup. Heinz did in the early 2000s. And I remember my mom makes meatloaf that I love. My grandma makes meatloaf that I think I liked a lot, but it's a little bit different. I don't think my mom puts ketchup in it. Maybe she does, but my grandma does put ketchup in it. And she'd usually use regular red Heinz ketchup. And so, like, it had a very specific normal look. And I'm a person who, I'm very picky and very annoying with that sort of stuff. If it doesn't look right, I, don't eat it. And she used green ketchup, and it came out green, and I would not eat it. I would not eat something that did not taste, fundamentally that different. It just looked the wrong color. And I was like, no thank you. Sorry, Grandma. So 3rd down and 2, they do not give him forward progress. Clock is moving here. A little surprising from the Steelers sideline. No timeout there. They'll find I thought they had the 1st down there. It was right in the hands, but he got knocked, and it was incomplete after the pass breakup. So there's no reason for Chris Moore to kick this ball away, and they do anyway, unless there was a timeout taken and I just did not see it. If I did not see it, I apologize. I was trying to adjust my microphone. He's on the move to the right side. Made the first guy miss, but got tackled by the second guy. Doesn't quite get to the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Vic finds a receiver. He's going to be tackled. Should be out of bounds, so should stop the clock.
That's one heck of a play by the defense. They were all over that one.
No doubt. Second and 10.
12 seconds to go. Not a great play. Didn't get a whole lot of yards. I don't think he used a ton of time, but that's not what you want to see either, a running quarterback. You need big chunk plays here. You need throws. I mean, you could use you could use the entire field. This is where I think the college-like clock management is more interesting, is because you can get those first downs that stop the clock. So you can have a successful or useful quarterback run as long as he gets 10 yards. Give the chains time to reset and snap the ball, only losing 1 or 2 seconds, whereas NFL does not do that. Third down and 1. They're going to run the ball. They call the timeout to run the ball. Pretty dumb, in my opinion, but a pretty entertaining first half here. Two teams with shots at getting in the playoffs, trying to keep those hopes alive.
The Texans 10, the Steelers
The
12.
Texans doing a good job. They are up 10-7. Steelers are going to get the ball first after the break. Don't have nearly as many yards.
We're waiting.
And the Texans really dominated that first quarter, but much slower moving for them in the second. Halftime adjustments have been made, and the kick is away from 2 yards deep in his own end zone. He's going to get up to the 20, try and make a man miss, and just dive forward to the 25-yard line. I actually don't even know who was playing tonight.
First and 10. There's the handoff.
Nice run off the left side. That has been the money side for the Steelers. Just run it left.
7 yards.
Nice run. I like that.
Second and 3. Lined up in the shotgun. Minnis wide right. Man in motion. Rocked and dropped for a sack. No time to avoid that sack.
The line's got to give the quarterback enough time to find a receiver.
Nowhere to go but up. Third and 8.
Third down and 8 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Vic steps up, fires weirdly to the left side.
No gain at the end of that completion.
Defense would love to see more pass plays like that.
Oh, Chargers and Colts. I think if the Chargers win, they clinch a playoff spot.
The Steelers
Colts just kind of slogging along in a bizarre season for them. So the drive stalls pretty early for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who probably just need to run the ball to the left the entire way down the field.
the return man has it. Starts up.
And they will punt it away.
His arm. Third down.
Makes a nice stiff arm there, and he'll get close to the 50 with great field position for the Texans on their first drive. He took good field position on their first drive of the first half and got a field goal out of it. Let's see if they can do something similar, maybe a touchdown this time around.
First and 10. The Texans from a single back set.
Oh, he tried to get out of this sack, but could not.
Almost as soon as the ball was
Whew.
The offensive
That is a
line
big loss, second and very long
find a
coming up.
receiver or to say a prayer.
Defense is making some good adjustments. I don't know that a play-action pass really works on the first play of the third quarter, but I'm not a professional coach. However, the evidence would suggest maybe not great.
Three receivers.
Second down and 17. Houston dropping, firing to the left side, finds a receiver who's going to slip past 2 defenders, and he'll pick up 19 on a second and 17 for a first down for Houston.
You're set and done.
I am surprised he was able to get away from those 2 defenders. I am surprised that that was a catch. That defense has got to be bummed. They had him in a terrific spot to get them off the field, and then they give up that play. 2 defenders right there. Neither of them could get a hand in the way. Either way, it's a first and 10 for the Houston Texans from the 40.
Miller drops back.
Miller rolls to his right, fires off his back foot, and the receiver streaking across the field. He's going to score a touchdown. It's Ed McCaffrey. 1 reception, 39 yards. What a bizarre looking play from the outside. He's rolling to his right. He fires to a receiver. Perfectly placed ball. A defender got in the way of a different defender. I thought he underthrew the receiver that was running towards the end zone, but then here comes Ed McCaffrey across the field. And a touchdown for Houston, who was looking for odd quarter dominance. And they are now up 17-7, re-extending that lead to 10. The audio is going crazy. We're losing it left and right.
He kicks it.
From a yard deep inside the end zone, he'll get up to the 20. He'll get met by the first defender he sees, and not a terrible return. We've seen much worse. We've seen a lot of returns that have... Actually, we saw that in the Packers game yesterday. An electric return from the return guy who's been crushing it lately for Green Bay, whose name I'm totally blanking on. Had a 94-yard return to start the game, and then, of course, Green Bay only scored 3. But he went out of the game with an injury, so they brought in somebody else, and then he thought he could do a good job as well, and then had a 15-yard return. It's that's not what we're looking for here. His teammates going what are we doing? It was funny, too, because the commentators had said, well, Green Bay's been playing very well, getting really strong returns. The Miami Dolphins not great at covering returns. Oh, my gosh, he fumbled it. He made 2 moves, got hit, and fumbled the ball, and the Houston Texans get the ball right back. What a wild play. There was no reason for either of those moves. He was clear up the sideline. Sidestep. Hit. A little surprised he didn't actually step out of bounds. But hey, this video game, obviously perfect. Anyway, the commentators. Green Bay, terrific at returning kicks over the last couple of weeks. Miami, they've been terrible. And then he went and ripped off 95 yards. You're oh. Huh. Oh, and then the commentators cursed the Dolphins kicker. He's made 10 in a row and then shanked it way right. It just kept sailing. Which is pretty big when you think about it. It was a reasonable field goal. Probably should have been made. But that would have made it, let's say everything else goes according to plan. It's hard to say, whatever. That's 26-23. Toward the end of that game, you're probably not as aggressive with Green Bay. Did they go for it on 4th down? Oh, no, I think they just kicked a field goal. I wonder if you're as aggressive as the Miami Dolphins. They ended up throwing another interception, and now Tua Tagovailoa is in the concussion protocol again, even though it seemed like he was okay. He took one kind of nasty hit up to his head in the second quarter that I don't think most people didn't notice. But I think with how his situation was handled early in the season, back across his body, finds a receiver for 2. A gain of 2. With how his situation was handled earlier this season, I think that they are under much more of a microscope than you might imagine. Third down and 11, single back set. Wait, did they lose a yard on that? I see, was he talking about the Dolphins and the Packers? I'm not really sure what happened there. Ooh, it is going to be 4th and inches. It's not really much of a reason for Houston to go for it on 4th down, but you'd like to see him do it. Oh, we got an interesting drifts toward the middle of the uprights, and it is good. 20-7. Your score now, 13 points, the biggest lead of the game.
The drive covered 20 yards and took 5 plays.
Dolphins fading fast in the AFC playoff picture, and the Packers' improbable run continues. in real life. Here, it's digitally raining. We have 3 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Steelers will return it from 3 yards deep. And he'll get up to the 15, to the 20, and that is where he will be met and dropped. Should be the end of quarter number 3, but sometimes the clocking or the timing seems weird on these kick returns at the ends of quarters and halves and stuff. There's also an extra beat at the end of every... Okay, we did get the end of the third quarter. 20-7, your score here. There is an extra second with the final second of the quarters. 195. They only have 7 rushing yards, but through the air, the Texans have been dominant. Aided in large part with that big completion, but big completions feel more important in a game like this, a game that is so short in the quarter lengths. Tried to go up the middle. Looked like he was going to be good, but then the AI magnet took him down. Dropping back, throws, and he's going to throw a pick. Just a step too far in front of the receiver, and Sam Garnis, he was there ready to take the ball away. Steelers might be quite literally throwing their playoff opportunity away. Texans doing a great job. Maybe they can get some help from the Titans. Maybe they can get a little help from the Raiders.
Richie picked up a little something.
I thought he should have picked up a lot more on that play. You got to run that ball up in there.
Second and 8. Running back behind the quarterback. Lewis has it. Brochet stops it. A loss of 2 on the play.
Kevin, when the defense makes a stop for a loss, everybody's adrenaline gets pumped.
Third and 10. There are 2 running backs behind the quarterback. Mason, right.
Third down and 10. Hands the ball off left side. Nothing doing there.
Kevin, those guys down in the pits are going nuts. Looks like the all-you-can-eat buffet is about to run out of food. Straight up rabbits.
So 4th and 9 here, under 3 to go. John Hall is 2 for 2. He might miss this one. He's going to. It's no good. Wow. Both of the kicks that we've seen have been on the left hash, but if you remember, the previous one was in the third quarter, so the wind was blowing from this left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, so it kicked it in. He aimed it at the same upright, the left upright, but because the field flipped, now it's moving from right to left, and it just took it out. 3 points left on the field for the Houston Texans, and they maintain their lead of 23-7. I forget. 20-7, excuse me. Nice find by Vic right at the sticks. Bill Schroeder suffered a rib cage injury. Vic with all kinds of time. Nice block, and it's just dropped. Just drop it. Apparently the Steelers' motto. That should have been a completion.
4th and inches. Bennett is the punter.
Oh, and they're going to just punt it away. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I don't think most teams would be punting with...
Looks like a
How? Come on, give me a punt block.
no return this time. That's a touchback. First and 10. Shotgun. Mason in motion. Thrown. Caught.
That's a nice find. He climbed the ladder and
Gordon brought that play to an
made
end.
the catch for right at the 2-minute
Play
warning.
worked well. A real nice game for the offense.
That's the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this game. 2nd and 4. They're going with one running back. Mason in motion.
2 minutes to go. A 2nd down and 4. Ran right into his own lineman, and
Williams
Tackled.
brought down the runner. They stopped him at the line.
we'll
Okay.
see Pittsburgh take a timeout,
Ball carrier any longer.
which is an interesting strategy. You got to go for it on 4th down in
The
that scenario.
Steelers have called a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. 3rd and 5. High formation. Pitches it.
Pitch to the right side, well blocked. Pittsburgh had an extra defender and did a tremendous job to slow him down.
Yardage.
For the guys on defense,
It'll be
it'll
be a punt.
Timeout for the Steelers. They have 1 timeout left. 4th and 6. Davis waiting for the kick. There's the snap. A high rainmaker.
Nice kick.
Calls for the fair catch.
Fair catch
And
at
we'll
the
call it. Good kicking on return.
35-yard line. Pittsburgh has one of the more notorious fields in the NFL. I did see something about the Detroit Lions were livid with the field conditions in Carolina. Goes to the right side.
Contact.
It's a short gain. Not really what you're looking for.
2nd and 8. The Steelers from the single back set. Throws.
Well, that's a nice find. Wide open receiver.
Excellent work.
I like those. I like the buttons. Just run up 10, 15 yards, turn around, and bam.
First and 10. Two back set for the Steelers. McKnight 5 left. Swings it right. It's
Oh,
tipped.
that's a drop pass. I'm trying to find the article. It looks like
Second and 10. Split back. McKnight right.
it seems like.
Vic
Huh.
drops back.
I mean, it was like a.
Guards with the tackle. He wound up making 3 yards on the play.
You can credit the runner with a good effort on that play. He earned every yard he got.
Third and 7.
It was like a top article in the.
For the Steelers.
You like open a new tab in Bing, and it's like, here's all the news articles. They're trying to get you to click on it. There's a nice find, but it's off the hands and incomplete. Oh my goodness. Vic had exactly what he wanted. The receiver with a step. A nice throw. You got to come down with that. 4th down and 7. It's too little too late for the Steelers. Unfortunately, once you get to about the 3-minute mark in this game, it feels like it's kind of decided. Just because of the way this game operates. Madden is much better about hurry-up offenses and that sort of stuff. But a terrible play there to end the Steelers' pretty miserable day. I mean, they closed it to within 3. They played... I mean, they did not play well. I don't know why I was going to try and be like, you know, positives. They kind of stunk today. The best opportunities they had were when they just ran the ball to the left side. That was it. That's your game plan. That's what you're looking for. All right, they will take a knee, and that will do it for game 1 here. It's the final. Wait, the Steelers took a timeout?
The Texans have won it. The final score in this one is the Texans 20.
20-7, 13-point victors are the Houston Texans, and they get a very important win to keep their hopes alive. 14 of 15 for Jim Miller. Wow. I don't know who that was a highlight for. Oh, that's right. The Steelers' only touchdown was on a 4th and goal. But just too many turnovers. This wild touchdown to McCaffrey. That was the big play. That one broke it open. Mason all the way to the end zone. 199 yards of total offense. 193 passing yards. Oh, jeez, that's not good. All right. The exact opposites. Everybody's a positive on the Texans side. Everyone's a negative on the old, what's it called? Side. Okay. So that win puts the Texans at 8-5. Obviously, not all the games are done. We've only done one, so that launches them all the way up to the 2nd spot. The Chargers probably played the most interesting game. So I'm hesitant about the Lions and Cardinals because the Lions are 2 games back of the Cardinals, but the Buccaneers and Atlanta Falcons game could kind of dictate whether that would be interesting or not. So let's do that. Let's watch Atlanta and Tampa Bay, NFC South, rivals, and we'll see how this game goes. And then we'll make a decision about a third after this one. But a terrific start. I think if Atlanta wins, we'll see if Detroit can capitalize. If Tampa Bay wins, we'll see if Oakland gives San Diego, or Oakland gives Houston a little bit of help. I think that's how we'll do it.
Make mistakes, and the mistakes can lead directly to touchdown. We're looking at a guy who plays the position with skill and swag. A perfect example of toughness and dedication. Garrison Hurst has had to overcome some major injuries. He's a fearless runner and an accomplished receiver. The bottom line is, this guy will do whatever it takes to help his team win.
Thanks for that, Ryan.
That Christmas NFL slate sure did not work in the favor of the NFL, it seems. A lot of the teams that they were like, we're going to highlight these teams. And it's like, oh, they're not good. When the 2 best teams are like a 2 games under 500 Packers team. And a Dolphins team that's skidding. That is not good. Russell Wilson's been an unbelievable disaster in Denver. Like, it's kind of hard to even imagine it going that bad. Oh, Denver did fire their coach today. I remember reading that today. So here we go. We are in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. Tampa Bay won last night in overtime. We see an NFC South divisional matchup. The 9-2 Atlanta Falcons taking on the 7-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It is 73 degrees here in Raymond James Stadium. Everybody dried off. Ready for game number 2 of today's action. I formation, spin move in the backfield, but a tremendous defensive play by the Atlanta lineman to stop him by his shoelaces. Kerry Collins, Plexico Burris, Garrett Hurst, I want to say. It sounds wrong, but... So the 2-yard loss on first down sets up a 2nd and 12 and a tremendous Atlanta defensive play there to blast through and blitz. The quarterback, Kerry Collins, results in a huge loss. So 3rd and very long for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's a look. Oh, Thomas, looking great. Looking great, Thomas. Third down and 18. Collins drops back, fires into triple coverage. It's going to be intercepted. Not a good start for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Loss in the backfield, a big sack, and then an arm punt that isn't even really that good of an arm punt. Is the middle of his name Clutch? McClutchian? I am McLovin. The middle of my last name is Clutch. Terrell Owens. Oh, Joey Harrington. That's right. Joey Harrington, rookie quarterback on the cover of NCAA Football 2003, is leading the Atlanta Falcons to a 9-2 record and the top spot in the NFC playoff picture. But with the defense helping you like that, it's hard to... I'm sure that makes it easy, I should say. Throws back across his body and somehow finds a receiver that manages to find a little bit of daylight and get a pretty good gain there. Second down and 4 for Joey Harrington, who rolls to his left. He has some room. That's what you want to see. That's a nice little play there. I don't love that the running backs initiate contact with the defender, but still a positive play. And I don't know. I don't think he got the first down. So it might have been all for nothing. Oh, man. You know what I always remember too late? Switch the uniforms. See what any uniforms you can put on. Because it would be cool to see the Buccaneers in their creamsicles. All right, single back set here for the Atlanta Falcons. Hands the ball off. That is an easy conversion. And I thought it was going to be for a lot more, but...
Atlanta did a real good job of getting the most out of that play. I like that.
First and 10.
Harrington throws, and that was not a good throw. Looked like kind of just a timing play. That was the first. That was the receiver he was going to, regardless of what the defense was doing, and almost paid the ultimate price with an interception. That was a very dramatic way to say that.
Second and 10.
Offset I formation. Motion from left to right. Harrington under center. It's a snap, and that's not a bad run off the left side. But it kind of feels like the game just is weird about when it elects to go like, okay, now you're going to get tackled. So it looked like he was going to be able to run for a good gain there, and then the defender just disengaged and turned. So 3rd down and 9, another offset I formation. Harrington with a nice find over the middle, and that'll be a 1st down, and they will be inside the red zone. I don't remember seeing Joey Harrington in the last game in Madden. I wonder if he's even in that game. Can you look up Madden 2003 rosters?
There's the pitch out. The tackler got him from behind. Brown brought down the runner. He streaked to a nice pickup. Gained about 13 yards.
Okay, there you go, rosters.
Your offense's confidence is to run the ball like that. First down.
What?
First and goal.
For some reason it says teams dash Madden 2003 wiki guide dash IGN. But for some reason it's talking about how Halle Berry is starring as Ariel, David Diggs is the voice of Sebastian, Jacob Tremblay is the voice of Flounder, Aquafina as the voice of Scuttle, Jonah Howard King is Prince Eric, Art Malik is Sir Grimsby? Yeah.
Second and goal.
Yeah, Grimsby. Noma DeWimsey as Queen Selena. What the heck? Javier Bardem is King Triton. Okay. Melissa McCarthy is Ursula. That's good stuff. All right. There we go. Double juke move. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. Okay, so in the NFC North. Who edited this?
The drive covered 41 yards and took 9 plays.
Detroit Lions. Joey Harrington, quarterback.
It's in the air, and it's good.
He's a key player. Huh. I don't think I remember seeing him. Of course, maybe he played for a team that we didn't see much of.
It's kicked. McAllister secures the ball.
Right at the goal line. He'll get up to the 20. Makes a nice move and just kind of laterally moved at the 23. And that's where they will start drive number 2. Following a disastrous first drive that ended in a turnover. A turnover cashed in for points for the Atlanta Falcons, who lead this one 7-0 as we wind down quarter number 1. So he is in Madden 2003. Is there a way to
First and 10.
look at the roster ratings? I don't think we'll be able to find. The Lions are a 68 overall. Gross. We got a hold here. Oh, looking at a.
Holding on the offense.
Oh, Joey Harrington's a 73 in Madden. I highly doubt anyone's updated or uploaded these rosters. It's also very possible that we looked this up before.
It's a run. Tackle. Cola discredited with the tackle. He picked up 2 yards on the play.
Not a lot there for him that time.
NFL Fever 2003. Comprehensive profiles. Oh, you can look at it. You can look at this on Goodreads. Oh, the official strategy guide. Get a copy. Okay. The book doesn't have any reviews and is not featured on Listopia.
Made 2 yards on the play.
The defense boxed them in pretty good, and they didn't let the play or the runner get away from them.
We played 1 quarter, and the score is the Falcons 7, the Buccaneers nothing.
For some reason, under franchise needs, and I'm assuming that this is from the strategy guide, but it says the Baltimore Ravens franchise needs says, let's face it, the Ravens are in deep trouble. They lost most of their franchise to free agency.
Incomplete.
Released Garbuck because he didn't perform to expectations and failed to bring in anyone to replace those guys. I mean, they even lost their punter. The Ravens only wish they had the Texans roster at this point. What? Okay. I can't find any sort of user review.
Twist, turns, and
Anyway, I mean, I guess we could look it up. But surprisingly high rating. I don't know what like some of the recent
nice work by the return team.
#1 overall picks have been. Yeah, I bet I can look that up. Top 10 rookie ratings. Who went #1? I mean, Trevor Lawrence was a 78. He must have been #1. So maybe that's not... Maybe not as wild as I thought. We have another holding penalty here. And we do. 1st and 20 against a tight end. Oh, God. That is not what you want to see. Oh, a huge run off the right side. He's going to get all that penalty yard, all those penalty yards back, and almost the extra 10 to get the first down. 19.5-yard run and sets up 2nd down and inches. The Falcons doing a tremendous job, making it easy for Joey Harrington to lead them to the 9-2 record. Handoff to the left side. He'll get tackled behind the line or right at the line. There's a nice fullback dive, and they'll get nearly 10 and set up a 1st down.
Work by the offense. Move those sticks.
1st and 10.
Harrington wide open receiver inside the 5, makes a man miss with a nice stiff arm. He'll get tackled at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Great throw by Harrington. If you just get like maybe a little bit of a reach out animation in this game, that's probably a touchdown.
Stopped and brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Nice work by the defense. They shut that play down.
They shut that play down.
2nd and goal. Play action. Throws. And it's caught. In the house.
And there's a touchdown.
His 1st touchdown catch of the day. Drive covered 37 yards and took 7 plays.
And that's overcoming a 10-yard holding penalty on first down. Mixing in nice runs with some with a nicely timed pass, and bing bang boom, you got a 14-point lead here in Tampa Bay in favor of the Falcons. Wow. So this could set up nicely for the Detroit Lions.
There goes the ball. Great.
As this one is kicked deep into the end zone. Way deep. This is a bad run out. They'll get up to the 15 and almost to the 20, so I guess it wasn't terrible, but that's a dicey decision. That's a 30-yard return for -1 where you could have just taken a knee. But again, this game just does not have that sort of mentality brought in. Or programmed in.
First and 10. First down.
Looked like he was well engaged with that offensive lineman and then just tackled. 2-minute warning here.
Exactly 2 minutes left in the first half. Second and
It's all been all Falcons here in the opening half. Pitch to the left side. That's a nice move and a nice run up past the 30 before he gets blasted.
He managed a gain of 10 yards.
That's the kind of run that increases the defense's FUD factor. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
Timeout called by the offense. And 2 timeouts left. First and 10.
Drops back and fires to the right side. That's a nice completion. Got the step he needed, and Kerry Collins drops it. And I don't know why I was thinking Jeff George, but a nice throw by Kerry Collins.
First and 10. Using the shotgun. Stokes in motion. Throws. And another interception.
Oh, a throw over the middle. Absolute disaster. That's his second interception of the day.
Well, I'm going to give him the benefit
McCutcheon.
of the doubt and assume he didn't mean to throw it there.
Oof. I mean, I like the idea, but the throw is bad because the receiver is behind the defender. I think his name's McCutcheon, by the way, and for some reason I just threw McClutcheon in there. So Atlanta with plenty of time here to throw this one, and that almost got picked by the Bucks. And
You got to make the offense work for their love.
whew,
Second and 10. They're going with motion. Throws. Big collision. Makes the catch. Gained about 5 yards. Third and 5.
under a minute to go here. Atlanta with their first kind of struggle drive of the game.
Tackle made.
Boy, he didn't get a lot, and the defense made him fight for that.
I don't love the play call that you're working with right there. It was well done by the Buccaneers defense to slow him down. That flag on their helmet looks a little small. I'm sure they've blown it up over the years. We will see a punt here, and theoretically they should be able to just run this toward the end, or to the end of the half. This would be a play that just wouldn't even exist. They'd all run off the field, Instead, we get to sit here and enjoy a fully filled up Arrow.
Ball snap. We've reached halftime with the score, the Falcons 14, the Buccaneers 0.
7:08. They only have 95 yards, but 2 touchdowns.
Graham is ready to get the second.
I guess cashing in, I forgot, cashing in on that first turnover was very helpful to them.
There's the kickoff. He's got it.
4 yards deep, and he'll run this ball up the field. Looks like he got to the 25, and that is where, oh good, Atlanta will start with the ball. They're already up 14. That turnover was a great opportunity for them to try and double that lead and push it to 28, but no such luck for the Falcons. Darn, poor Falcons.
First and 10.
It's a nice run up the middle. Falcons will have a game during the first week of the next season because Michael Vick is your cover athlete.
Second and 4. They're going with one running back. Foster gets the ball. Pulled down at the
There's a nice run there for Deshaun Foster. He's averaging 5.4 yards on 10 attempts.
Foster doing a good job running the ball, averaging over 5 yards a carry. First and 10. Foster has the ball.
There's another run for the Falcons, who appear to just be like, you know what, let's just start milking the clock here in the first start of the third quarter, I should say. We'll just start working it. They're not going to do anything to stop us, and pad some stats.
Foster runs
Off the right side, makes a man miss or just runs past him.
brought down at the 38-yard line.
Puts a shoulder into him, falls down, but
Just kept churning.
still a huge first down there. Nice run. Falcons can't be dangerous on the ground and through the air. That's not how this works. That is not fair.
First and 10. The Buccaneers go on with 4 down linemen. It's a handoff.
Hands the ball off and
Hands right there.
puts a shoulder down.
Pick up a short gain.
And that guy showed me some guts. I like his toughness.
Second and 9. They line up and go. They'll run it. Brought down by Beasley. Foster made a nice run that time.
That was a nice little run there.
Third and 4. Going from the gun. Moss right running.
Oh, that's a wide open receiver who, even making the adjustment in the full 360 turnaround, still finds the end zone. Doesn't go out of bounds. Absolutely incredible play right there. Ricky Dudley,
He's putting on a show.
the second reception of the day. Was that 2 touchdowns as well?
The drive covered 74 yards and took 7 plays. The Falcons come on to the point out. Ball snap. It's up. The kick is good.
It is 21-0.
Steps into it. Wow, he put a charge on that one. McAllister passed the ball from the end zone.
Alistair taking it up near the 20-yard line, but doesn't quite get there. Another deep return from the end zone that does not pan out in the Buccaneers' favor.
With this field position, they need to control the line of scrimmage.
First and 10.
2:02 to go here in quarter number 3. Rolling, fires back across his body. Receiver has a step and makes a nice grab around the 40-yard line. Time of possession, 3 times in favor of the Atlanta Falcons. I hope you enjoy watching the Atlanta Falcons play football on offense. So you have gotten a lot of that. I did not realize it was going to be that lopsided. Holy moly. I mean, it was pretty lopsided at halftime. I probably just didn't realize it. And then they held on to the ball for another almost 3 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, so 156. Last time that quarterback Kerry Collins made a nice throw toward the sideline. He threw it over the middle and interception. But while I stumbled on the Dame remembrance, he threw to the right for a short completion. Can the Buccaneers just get on the board? Maybe not make this quite such an embarrassment. This was the one game I was like, ooh, do I even put this one on here? Kerry Collins rolling, fires over the middle. That one's caught, even though there was a defender right in front of the receiver. First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Right off the right side, stiff arms a man. Will be just short. Oh my goodness. That is the truest second in inches has rang in a long time. Hand the ball off and he'll get a lot more than inches. A beautiful spin move and a nice stiff arm. That is 2 defenders missing right there. And that is a beautiful first down. Terrific run. I love the play call on second and inches. Just get it. Just get it. Don't try anything cute and creative and try and come back to it on third down. First and 10 with the clock winding down here in quarter number 3 inside the red zone. For what I'm sure is the first time today. Kerry Collins with the play action pass throws over the middle, and that should have been picked. It got batted down, which was a generous Christmas gift from the Falcons defender. Read that play beautifully, did a nice job getting his hand up.
Second and 10. Facing a 43 deep. Man in motion. Pitch to the runner.
Pitch to the left side. He said, the commentator said right. And it was definitely a pitch to the left. Nice 7-yard gain there.
We are through 3 quarters now, and the score is
Quarter number 3 comes to a close with a 3-score game, 21-0. But the Buccaneers knocking on the door. They'll need 2 defensive stops cutting into that time of possession deficit. Cutting into the yardage deficit, giving their defense an opportunity to catch their breath. Big third down and 3. A field goal does not do a lot for you. And an interception is pretty damning. Oh my goodness.
Got the pick, but no more yards. He'll take over.
We're going to see where this is going to be spotted at like the 1 yard line.
But I don't think they mind at all.
First and 10. Single back formation.
Harrington hands the ball off, finds a little bit of room, and they'll gain about 4.
Well, that play wasn't as bad as it looked. They just wanted to wedge the ball out a little bit further so the punter didn't have to stand on the end line to punt.
Second and 7. Three receiver. Moss.
There you go. Nice. Nope, nice call. Oh my goodness. He's off to the races. He's up to the 30, the 40, the 50. And there is a man to tackle him inside Buccaneers territory. They had him, and he just wouldn't go down. Huge run. One missed tackle. Nice spin move to make 2 men miss. Thankfully, there was a speedy number 23 to be able to take him down before he was able to get that to the house.
First and 10.
It's a 47-yard run. They'll go right back to the right side. They'll go right back to Foster. Not as effective that time. But the clock keeps moving, and the Atlanta Falcons get ever closer to knocking off divisional rival Tampa Bay.
The Falcons come to single back set. Moss in motion. Play action. Throws.
Harrington. Yeah, that's an interception. That is a terrible throw. This one might go back to the house. Might go back the other way. There are men in pursuit, but there's not enough yardage left. Pick 6, Mike Vrabel. 66 yards on an ill-advised throw from Joey Harrington over the middle of the field. You saw as he let that ball go the number of defenders in the area. And then bad things happened there. Tried to catch him, but just ran out of room. Harrington's been good about avoiding mistakes. He's gotten a little lucky. Maybe a couple interceptions that have been dropped. And he's led his team to a 21-0 deficit. It looked like they were going to put this game away after that big 47-yard run. But they're giving the Buccaneers a little bit of life. Just a little bit.
The Buccaneers are going for the onside kick. As you would expect.
I like this call. I like it.
There it goes.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a big bounce. Oh, they didn't get it. They were right there. Oh, come on. Chaos. Give me chaos.
First and 10. The Falcons set up here. Back to throw. He made the
Nice find over the middle for a gain of about 7. Maybe 6. I don't know. The game doesn't give forward progress. So. Either way, a good recovery throw by Joey Harrington. Just a nice, easy completion over the middle.
second and 3. Foster gets the ball.
Oh, there's a nice... we almost had it. He almost broke that. Normally, I don't love when they cut it back inside, but I like that because they kind of had a seal and just try to get it up the middle. That's what you're looking for, but
They have 2 timeouts left. First and 10.
the blockers disengaged a little too early, and he wasn't able to get as much as he probably should have. split back set with 2 receivers to the left side. Hands the ball off to the right side, inside the 20. The 10 initiates contact. He gets taken down inside the 10. First and goal.
Defense has got to step up and be more aggressive or risk giving up more big plays.
First and goal. The officials have stepped
2-minute
in to
warning.
give the 2-minute warning. First and goal. Starts a man in motion. That's Walker.
Handoff, but
I don't have any idea.
dropped in the backfield. Loss of 3.
Doesn't seem like they have a clear idea of what they want to do in this situation.
Timeout for the Buccaneers. They have 1 timeout left. Second and goal.
Offset I formation. Second and goal. He's going to get tackled in the backfield again. There is
The O-line didn't get it
Green
right.
Bay
They gotta
Packer
get a better push up front than that.
Fifth tackle in this game recorded
Via
by
Miller.
number 94.
They got to find a way to block this guy.
The Buccaneers could call a timeout. They have no timeouts left. Third and goal. They're using their dime package. Foster has the ball. Touchdown.
I like the call there to run the ball. Unfortunately, they won't do what they should do, which is just run the clock super low.
Taking on himself.
On a 3rd and 10, even though it's, a 3rd and goal, even though it's from the 10-yard line, either a short pass or a run, just get that clock churning, get it moving. There's no reason for an incompletion to stop the clock and kind of let Tampa Bay hang around in this game a little longer. They're doing the smart thing, letting us wind down. If this were the old game, if this was 2002, it would have been. They would have kicked it. They'd have kicked it on first down. We're gonna get an offsides.
Encroachment against the defense.
And that's a fresh play clock.
Falcons will try for 3.
I don't know. Hopefully they'll follow the same rules. Yeah, they will. So that gave them a fresh 40-second play clock and kept the game clock moving. So they lost a ton of time on that. Not that it really matters. I mean, the difference between 20 seconds and 58 seconds or whatever in this game is not as much as you might think. Wind blowing from your right side to the left side of your screen.
Here's the snap. Kicks up. He kicked it straight and true. It's good.
Nice job.
John
by-
Carney with about an extra point there.
The drive covered 41 yards and took 8 plays. McAllister is waiting for the kickoff. He kicks it. Black calls it in.
And from the goal line, we're up to the 10, up to the 20, and that is where he'll get taken down.
Saleh was the tackle. First and 10.
16 seconds to go. Single back formation, split to the right of 2 receivers, split to the right. Trying a little bit of, oh God, triple coverage. Batted down.
That's the way to break up a pass.
take. 3 receiver set.
9 seconds to go with the 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Dropping back, firing again, and that'll be the pick that ends the game.
McCutcheon made the interception. No gain on the return. That gives them the ball at the 41.
Well, you know what they say, hindsight is always perfect, Kevin. But obviously, the quarterback made a bad decision there.
Looks like Mountain Dew Pitch Black is in bottles. It's out now, and it looks like the Mountain Dew Energy is out. I gotta get on that. Taste test of that coming soon. I've actually done Pitch Black before, but it probably was not the best version of it. So I recorded it like on the road. And not great. All right, 24-7, that's your final. That is your final. The Falcons dominated this game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3 interceptions for McCutcheon. Oh my goodness. 3 interceptions. I hope you don't expect to see any Bucs highlights. Oh, you'll see the pick 6. Tampa Bay lucky to even get points on the board. 3 interceptions for the one guy. Unbelievable. There are probably safeties that barely even have 3 interceptions a year. There's Vrabel's return that got Tampa Bay on the board, though it was a little too late. They did have an excellent shot at getting an onside kick recovery, which could have made the game very interesting around the 3-minute mark, but oh my goodness. Just an absolute stink fest from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, making your host wonder, why'd he put this game? Oh, one Buccaneer improved. Why'd he put this game on the docket? I did switch a couple things around. I was thinking about watching the Patriots-Bills game, but I made some decisions today, okay? All right, we are going out to, let's see, if Atlanta wins, which they did, we will watch the Lions take on the Cardinals, because that will help the Lions, who are now currently in a playoff position. They would be the 6th seed. If they can get the win, they can solidify themselves into the playoffs. The other game that I was kind of looking at was the Raiders and Chargers. As a 2-game split, the divisions, I mean, kind of not up for grabs, but the division is within reach for the Chargers. But the Chargers need to win to kind of keep pace because they are the number 6 seed because of how the Jets are all the way down here. So let's take a look at, I was actually going to save as well, just in case anything wonky happened. So let's go to Arizona. Check out the Lions. Oh, you know what? Hold on. No. How do I... Oh, no. You can't even pick things. All right, well, that sucks. Is there a way to pick uniforms? Hold on, we'll quit. And this is why you save.
Welcome.
Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Quit. Jeez Louise. I hit start like 6 times. There's no way. Oh, shoot. Oh, thank God I saved. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Just in case something went wonky, and that is what I was worried about. All right, we're going out to Arizona. Check out the Lions. Advanced help. X, alternate controller configurations, existing user profile. Okay, I guess there's no alternate uniforms or anything. I do actually have the instruction manual. I could look at that. I should do it more with... Oh, good, we're getting more rain. That's right. A soggy 53 degrees.
The Cardinals will take on the Lions. Tell us about a couple of these players, Ron.
This guy could be downright nasty. No matter what the guys on the offensive line think, they're going to have to devote extra time and attention to him. He can be really disruptive and just straight ornery if they're not able to control it. Charlie Gardner is a nightmare for lazy defenses because he's going to challenge everybody every way he can. He's only 5'9" and 187 pounds, and he's a strong, fearless runner and a very skilled receiver.
All right, thank you, Ron. And now to midfield for the toss.
Here we go. Game number 3 of the day. The Lions, they got the help that they needed earlier in the last game, I should say. It's all marked all weird on my notes here. The Lions just got the help they needed to vault themselves into the playoffs, into that 6th seed. Can they take advantage of the situation? Obviously, if they if they lose today, they don't get eliminated. With a win today and a Packers loss, they might take over first place of the NFC North, which is I actually thought would happen because of the Packers' injury woes with the quarterback. But Detroit has not done a good job at taking advantage of the situation as far as the NFC North is concerned. Obviously, scores and standings updates happening after this game, so stick around for that. Again, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to scroll down, ring the bell, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. I'd love to see 1,500 by the time the final day of the year rolls around. Oh, and he's got a man wide open. Oh, the receiver didn't pick up a block, but a terrific spin move. Touchdown, Lions on the first offensive play of the game. Muhsin Muhammad. One play, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Warner with all day to throw. And I didn't think he was going to get it because the other receiver in the area missed the block, but a terrific spin move. What a quad right there. That is such a good, that's a good foursome. Great quarterback, very good running back, 2 great receivers. Detroit strikes early, and I still can't get this explanation out quickly or concisely. Aiming for 1,500 by the end of 2022. Would love to try and double that to 3,000 by the end of 2023. Sean Springs on the defense for the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, I think, were at the bottom of the standings almost the entire season last time around in the NFC West. And it is completely flipped this year. Adam Vinatieri.
It's kicked. It's caught. Starts upfield. Across the 20. The return ended at the 30-yard line.
The coverage was adequate. Just adequate. The offensive takeover was
Just adequate. Just fine. Fine. Doug Flutie, quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, with a lot of names I don't really recognize on that offensive side of the ball. Usually there's a receiver that I'm at least passingly familiar with, or a running back, I should say, as well. But how do the Cardinals respond to the one-play splash start from the Lions? They will start with a play-action pass. They will almost throw an interception. The Lions got to come up with that one. Drove on the ball tremendously. That is a missed opportunity. It's like one Saint and a Packer playing for the Detroit Lions. Lions play the Bears this weekend, so it's a divisional affair in the NFC West for the final 2 weeks of the season. Vikings will play the Bears in the regular season finale. They have clinched a playoff berth and still in the hunt for that number 1 seed due to the Eagles' loss to the Cowboys. There's a diving interception by Lawyer Malloy.
Right about now,
And the Lions are off to a ferocious start here in Arizona. Also, shout out to the fact that they're playing in a college stadium.
First and 10. Screen receiver. Drops back. Throws.
Throws to the left side, finds a completion,
He managed to get
dragged down by his shoelaces, and that'll be second down.
second and 7. They're going with a single running back. It's pitched to a running back.
Oh no, those plays don't work. Those plays don't work at all. What are you doing?
they're feeling pretty good about themselves after that.
Third and 12. From the out.
Runner drops back, finds a receiver,
He stopped.
falls forward for or toward the 40. And it's not going to be enough for a first down, so Cardinals defense does a good job after the turnover, and the Lions, who had the quick strike first drive, come up empty on their second drive.
Here's the snap. He got off that. The return man has it. Starts upfield. Out to the front.
Oh, and that stiff arm animation gets the best of the Cardinals return man, as he was able to get past the one defender that was in his way. I'm sure there were more coming, but it looked like there was some green there.
First and 10. Two tight ends line up. It's a handoff.
Ooh, a nice run off the right side.
Forced down at the 42. The defense offered little resistance.
12-yard gain. That'll be first and 10 for the Cardinals. Good play design and a nice run by the running back. Oh boy, not as great on the frame rate as by this game.
First and 10. Johnson has the ball. They put the brakes on him at the line.
That was one heck of a play.
A little bit of a fullback dive there. Not a whole lot of room.
Second and 10.
It'll be second down and 10.
They're going with motion. Throws.
Throws off his back foot. That is surprisingly a contested pass, not an interception. Really a completion either. And just a bizarre throw. I don't like that at all.
Third and 10.
Minute 45 to go here in quarter number one. It's been an interesting start to this one. Third down and 10 for Flutie. And a diving attempt at an interception by the Lions. That pass will come up incomplete, and the Arizona Cardinals will punt on a 4th and 10.
Bryant waits downfield.
I thought maybe we would have a little more high scoring,
A lot of air on
a bit more of a high scoring affair.
it. Bryant passed.
From the 11,
Upfield.
running up the right side, falls forward,
He did his offense some good.
and Gardocki with a 45-yard punt. I believe Straczynski, the punter for the Lions, had a similar punt as well. mid 40s. First and 10 from the 26, Sean Springs of the Arizona Cardinals. First jersey I ever owned was Sean Springs jersey.
It's a pitch out. He was stopped for a loss that time.
Looks like the offense had a complete meltdown there.
Great play by the defense. Terrific penetration to drive him back in the backfield. Create a second and very long situation. This Arizona Cardinals defense looking a lot better over the last drive and, I guess, play. If it wasn't for the nice move by Muhammad, there's no guarantee Detroit scores. Throws over the middle, it's picked off, and then... Oh, I thought he was fumbled. Never mind. Derek Brooks with a tremendous interception right there.
22-yard line.
Hey, interceptions
By the way, we're in the Pacific. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. We have an
How do you
avalanche
respond when
warning
you get back on the field?
right now, which is kind of wild. I don't know how often we get those. Of course, I don't ski or do any sort of the outdoorsy winter stuff, so I'm not, always paying attention to that sort of thing. 58 seconds to go here after the turnover. Doug Flutie leads the Cardinals out with a terrific opportunity for some points. That's a nice play right there, and that'll get the first down by about 3/4 of a football. First and 10 from the 11 now. Flutie drops back, rolls to his left, fires over the middle, tries to turn upfield. It'll be about a 5-yard gain, and it'll be second down and 5. See how that football game is going. Won't be here for the end of it. Flutie, and that is deflected. Nice read by that Lions defense to get in there and bat that one down. We're still not through a quarter yet. It's been a hectic but slow-paced first quarter. Halfway through quarter number 2, by the way, in the NFL, we got Austin Eckler in for 6. And the Chargers on the board first. Rolls to his left, fires back across his body. It's going to be short by about 2 yards. Got hit right in the chest. That'll be the final play of the first quarter, and the Lions still lead 7-0. We had an explosive start to this one, but it has been a much slower game since. Detroit up by a touchdown.
The Cardinals will go for a field goal.
Cardinals will line up for what's not much longer than an extra point. It'll be good. Owen Hockman, 1 for 1 with a long of 20.
Covered 18 yards and took 5 plays. Ward is deep, waiting for the kick. There goes the ball.
Kick is going to be short, and they'll field this at the 9-yard line to the 25. It's the 30. Wanted to hit the B button for the spin move, but couldn't.
Kind of a medium return, but they can work
But
with
a good return on a short kick. This is pretty decent field position just past the 30-yard line. See if they can get this offense back in gear. off his hands, and it's incomplete. I thought maybe that would slip up and pop into an interception. Warner already has a bad one that led to points. The Lions can't afford to start crumbling now. It's a lot of game left. I understand that, but they got what they needed. They got a loss from a team ahead of them. But obviously a loss here doesn't knock them out of the playoffs. It's not. Oh, another big explosive play off the left side. He's being chased down at the 31-yard line. And that is a big gain for the Lions. If you're the Lions, you want to, even though you wouldn't be eliminated, put yourself in the driver's seat. You got the help you need.
First and 10.
That should have been an interception. Sean Springs should have come away with one there. That's a bad throw by Kurt Warner. Springs puts himself in perfect position to bat that ball away. And it's 2nd down and 10. It'll be a real long field goal from here. So they will run the ball. They'll gain about 6. That's pretty good right there. And that'll set up a 3rd and manageable. Oh, that's a nice little float pass over the middle, over the outreached arms or outstretched arms of a defender, and just in the bucket for a 1st down conversion. Good stuff from Kurt Warner.
First and 10.
Split backs, 2 receivers right side of the screen. Kurt Warner drops, rolls, fires off his back foot, finds an open receiver. And that'll be a 1st and goal from about the 5.
Defense needs to start putting some pressure on this quarterback. Let's see how accurate he is when he's running for his life.
We'll see what happens. First and goal. From the eye, tilted to the strong side. It's a run.
It's a run off the right side, spin move to make a man miss, and that is how they score their 2nd touchdown. If the Lions spin, they are in it to win. 3 attempts, 37 yards for Terrell Davis with a touchdown.
The drive covered 68 yards and took 7 plays. They're lining up to kick the point after. The kick's away and through the uprights, good.
Kick is up, kick is good. So 14-3 your score now. A great drive by the Detroit Lions.
He steps into it. He hauls it in. He's heading upfield.
Up to the 20, 25. Unnecessary spin move. Just keep it moving north and south. Don't worry about those fancy dancings.
First and 10. He was stopped and brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Now that is what defense is all about.
Second and 10. The goal was split back. Second and 10. Two-back set for the Cardinals. Gadsden wide left.
2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2.
Drops back. Throws. Catch made.
There's over the right side, over the middle.
A 12-yard
Either way, a nice little route run there, and that'll be a first down.
timeout for the Cardinals. They have 2 timeouts left. First and 10. Two-back set. Slide right. Drops. Throws.
Oh, that's Scott's. You had exactly what you wanted. You got to come down with that pass. Flutie with a nice throw and an incompletion. Ugh. You hate to see it. Second down and 10, a minute and 48 to go here in quarter number 2. Oh no, what was that play?
No chance to get
Why did they draw that up? Oh, that is awful. Absolutely horrendous design right there.
Third and 16. Four receivers on the field. Gadsden wide left.
Third down and 16. Way to pick up that block. Throws down the middle. It's a diving attempt at an interception, and it is incomplete. Whew. Malloy playing well here in this one. 1:17 to go, second quarter. Chris Gardocki coming back out for his second punt of the afternoon.
He kicked it out of there. Fair catch signal.
Fair caught at the 24-yard line. So first and 10 for the Lions with some time on the clock to try and make a run at another score. This game is getting a little lopsided. 14-3. Lions have the ball. The Cardinals will get the ball back at the start of the second half, though. So if Arizona can hold them here, they can maybe try and get back in this game. Warner to the right side. Don't love that play right there.
Kevin, all that play did was fire up the defense and jack up the confidence.
I hear you. Second and 8. Split back to the quarterback. Ward wide right.
43 seconds to go with the moving clock. Warner throws, and that one,
That's how you
that probably should have been picked. It was nice timing by the defender. Good jump. Ran the route well.
The defense is staring down the barrel. Throws.
Oh, he threw it right to him. It's a pick six. Cardinals are right back in this game. Bill Romanowski. The roids didn't blur his vision on that one.
Made it to the end zone.
I mean, Warner threw this ball directly to him. And that is the second linebacker we have seen with a pick six today. Cardinals making it interesting, and the Lions, they could have really taken control of this game with any kind of score here. Instead, it's a 4-point game or a 5-point game at the moment. They're going to try for 2. I like this call. Cut it to 3. Oh, except for Detroit did a very good job reading that play and sacking him in the backfield for a loss of 5. So it'll be 14-9 here. I can't believe he threw that interception right there. That is wild.
It's caught. He's on the move. Crosses the 20. Pulled down at the 29-yard line. Johnson brought that play to an end.
1st and 10 here for the Lions with I think under 30 seconds to go, so I doubt they'll be very aggressive. I mean, heck, maybe even after that interception, you just take a knee, you go into the locker room, and you try and regroup.
1st and 10.
Oh, that's a nice find right down the seam. He's inside the 30, and a shoestring tackle trips him up. Wow.
Offense gets a first down.
The Lions could call the timeout. They have 2 timeouts left.
It's a great play to Davis. Terrell Davis doing all kinds of damage to this Arizona Cardinals defense. Oh, wow, he had it in his hands. He got blown up. It popped in the air. Almost was picked. What a hit right there. Joe Jaravicious. Oh, they're going to try the field goal now. That kick is good. Wow, that might be the longest field goal we've seen in any of these games. Or either of these games. A long of 48 in the rain. Wet, heavy ball. Just gets it over the crossbar. And that'll make it a 17-9 game. A little surprised that they went for it there, but they must have realized they were like right on the edge. Could be a disaster. Anything, any sort of loss is going to knock them out of range. That was good from 48, and that was good from 48. But once it gets down to about 10 seconds or so, that's when they take it anyway. So I thought maybe they'd try one more play. But Warner hasn't been his best today. He had the big touchdown earlier, but he has had a couple of turnovers.
Now that's a few first downs that the offense won't have to get.
1st and 10.
Oh my goodness! The Lions picked the ball off and he's going to stiff arm. They might have run out of time. Keith Lyle coming away with the interception. It's across the middle of the field, or to the other side of the field. Is that going to be halftime?
At the end of the first half,
and that will be halftime. So the Detroit Lions unable to capitalize. I mean, maybe you have 1 second left. You just kick a field goal. Wow. A wild first half here in Arizona. Concludes with an interception that's not quite returned for a touchdown, but took too long to get a field goal and a whole mess. So, 17-9 is where we stand. The visiting Detroit Lions, they got the win they needed, or the loss they needed. I can win, whatever. They got the help that they needed from the Atlanta Falcons, just destroying the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With a win here, that'll put Detroit in that 6th spot. And depending on how things go for the Packers today, who are playing a pretty woeful Vikings team, could put them as high as the 3 seed, depending on what happens to the Cowboys. So they could be a 3 seed, they could be a 4, they could be a 6. It's a whole jumble. But they will make some hip injury for Charlie Garner. They will make some progress towards that 5th seed, which is currently held by, I think, the 2nd best record in the division or in the league. or in the NFC, excuse me, in the conference. That's the word I'm looking for. And they are actually tied with the 49ers at 9-3 right now. They find themselves down 8. Flutie in the backfield. He's going to get sacked inside the 25, down to about the back by the 23. Not a great start for the Arizona Cardinals offense. Flip side, terrific start for the Detroit defense. We ran forward, launched it, and it's picked off. A diving interception by Keith Lyle. His second pick of the day. Second interception on as many Cardinals drives. Wow. Flutie drove up the field, hucked it deep, and found the waiting hands of Keith Lyle. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Detroit. A pitch here. Man, that play was blown up in the backfield. Well read by the Arizona Cardinals to make sure they don't get anything on that one. It didn't look good from the start because it looked like there was one receiver to block 2 defenders, and then that was kind of the least of the concerns because the offensive or the defensive line was in the backfield before I even realized it. From the shotgun, Kurt Warner with Terrell Davis split to his right, 2 receivers to the line's right. And there's the play you're looking for. Another spin move and a stiff arm. He is off to the races. He is inside the 20, the 10, the 5, the touchdown. You spin to win. Terrell Davis with a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and on all 3 of the Lions' touchdown plays, there has been a spin move to avoid a tackle.
They struck in a hurry, Ron.
Wow.
And the last one was a doozy.
Terrific play. It was a fun game. 23-9. Cardinals failed a 2-point conversion earlier.
It's in the air. Vinatieri is ready to kick it deep. He steps into it.
Oh, wow.
Brings it upfield. Out to the 20.
The Lions are a good team.
At the 29-yard line.
I really like the way they covered that kick, Kevin. He just never had room to crank it up.
First and 10. In the eye, fullback strong. Starts a man and throws and caught. Man.
Finds a receiver for a gain of about 7. Second down and 3.
They gotta start putting some lumps on people.
The Lions have blown this game open. Cardinals had a pick 6 with a failed 2-point conversion. So they find themselves down 15 points. 24-9. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter.
They'll run it. Change of pace move.
Nice, a couple of nice moves there to
A gain of 9 yards.
Anytime you move the chain,
get up the field, help them get up the field a little bit.
First and 10.
Offset I formation, run to the left. This is a beautiful play design. It reverses the field. Everybody flowed one way, and he broke it back the other.
He flashed his skill and determination on that one.
Bam!
that's how you use your
Left side has been the strong side throughout the game today. Or throughout the games, plural, today. You got everybody to flow to the offense's right side, and then he broke it back to the left side. Huge game. Arizona obviously not out of this one yet. Try that left side again. Broke a tackle in the backfield. Try to get a spin move. And a whole lot working.
They're feeling pretty good about themselves after that.
Second and 13. The Cardinals have gone with split backs at this point. Cardinal wide right.
Second down and 13. Float pass to the left side. Broke a tackle, but slipped out of bounds at the 20.
Those are the kind of plays that give the offense the confidence to try something bolder later on.
I don't think a field goal does a whole lot of good for you right now, so I think this should probably be 2-down territory, or 4-down territory, I should say. 3rd and 6 coming up with 1:20 to go in quarter number 3. We'll more than likely see a field goal. It'll make it 24-12. Actually, we'll see what happens after this, because that was a 6-yard conversion. First down. Spin move, and he is free and clear. Touchdown. By Jonna Carter. 4 attempts, 50 yards, 12.5-yard average, 1 touchdown. Just give it to that man. Let him run. Spin move and into the end zone.
The drive covered 69 yards and took 7 plays.
And we will see another attempt at a 2-point conversion. Go for the fullback run. I like the idea, but it was not blocked well enough up front, and they find themselves down weird numbers. Now they're down 9. And they're going to go for an onside kick. It is still the 3rd quarter, by the way. There are 55 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and they are going for an onside kick. And it was not a very good one. Cardinals are making some bizarre decisions in this one. I mean, worst case scenario, it's 31-15, which is a 16-point game. But, I mean, short field's probably not the biggest of deals right now. You get kind of pinned in your own territory, or you get a fumble. You get a fumble just the way they planned it. Fail the 2-point conversion. Not a great onside kick. Smash Terrell Davis's arm so hard it breaks and loses control of the ball.
First and 10.
First down and 10, 48 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. From the 35-yard line, Flutie drops back, throws, and just missed his man there, overthrew him by a good margin. You get an offside penalty here. Hey, look at that right side. Correct side. Second down and 5. Free 5 yards. It's free real estate. Oh, he couldn't break it wide. Lions defense just has to stand tall for one more play. They can get their team the ball back. So the Cardinals now in a weird position, being down 9 points. Obviously, you had to go for the 2 at some point. But I don't know if third quarter is the right time for that. I liked it earlier to cut the deficit to 3, but at this point, maybe try and keep it a one-score game with 8 points. I don't know. It's a weird conundrum. It's not. I don't know that there's any sort of right answer or anything, but the correct answer in that scenario is get the first down. 24-15, Detroit in front. We have 5 minutes to go in this one. And we'll get you all the scores and standing updates you can handle. Arizona somehow has more time of possession, but is absolutely getting crushed on the scoreboard and with yards gained. It has been all Detroit all game long. And from the 19, he's going to run it to the right side. That's maybe not the way they were setting it up, but not a terrible return. See what the Lions can do here.
First and 10.
There's a nice find out of the backfield. Into Cardinals territory, and they have been very effective, the Lions have, with these little passes to the flat for Terrell Davis, and get the ball in his hands, let him work some magic, get some chunk plays, and keep this lead going and growing.
First and 10. Brought down the runner. Made 3 yards on the play.
You can credit the runner with a good effort on that play. He earned every yard he got on that one.
Second and 7. 3 receivers. Slot man to the right.
Second down and 7.
Throws.
There's a receiver right near the line to gain. He's going to be short. I mean, it's still third down, so maybe not the most dramatic thing in the world, but wow. Third and about as short a distance as you could get in football. They're going to go to the air for this one, and they will find a completion down near the 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Lions.
Totally dictate the tone and pace of this game.
First and 10.
Lions looking to just keep this clock moving.
Davis with the ball. Tackled by Romanowski. He was able to pick up a short gain. Second and 7.
Off to the right side. The defender did a good job to disengage the receiver and get over him. A little jump there by Sean Springs, and then made a nice tackle on Terrell Davis. Depending on when Sean Springs started playing for the Seahawks, probably has great familiarity with Terrell Davis because this was one of the early years of the expansion, maybe the first year, where the Seahawks were in the NFC West as opposed to the AFC West, where they would see Denver twice a year.
Gained about 9 yards.
What happened to his eyes?
First and 10.
What happened to his eyes?
2-minute warning.
We have hit the 2-minute warning. The Detroit Lions have advanced 50 yards in 7 plays, and they are looking to ice this game with 2 minutes to go.
Formation, 2 tight ends in there. Pitches it to the runner.
Pitch to the left side. Tried to find some room, but well blocked by the Arizona Cardinals, who read that well. They'll take their
You got to run that ball.
timeout right there.
Timeout called by the defense. They have 1 timeout left. 2nd and 8.
So they got kind of a free timeout there, and you can stop it before the 3rd down play, and then that is it.
Davis runs it.
First down should end the game, but it won't necessarily. That man got blown up
Gain of 6 yards.
by Terrell Davis's shoulder.
Very nice.
The Cardinals have called a timeout. They are out of timeout. Third and short.
Third down and 2.
Davis gets the ball.
Terrell Davis, that's a touchdown. First touchdown the Lions have scored without a spin move. It is therefore the least exciting touchdown the Lions have scored. But this one will put the game out of reach. It'll be 30-15 at the moment. Extra point should make it 31-16 or 31-15. They don't give extra points for extra points to the other team. A beautiful Christmassy pattern there. Runs and passes, no losses, no sacks, no anything. They could have just kind of... They're going to try and make this a 17-point game. Just for fun.
No dice.
And it's no good. Nice defense by the Arizona Cardinals. So that we'll make sure that it remains a 15-point game at 30-15. A really bizarre... What a bizarre score. I don't think...
He kicks it.
Excuse my hiccups there. I don't think you need to make it a 17-point game in that scenario.
Starts upfield.
2 2-point conversions. I know it's a 3-score game, but
The 25-yard line.
you've stopped them on 2-point conversions, 2 2-point conversions already. You think they're going to magically be able to convert 2 more 2-point conversions? Not a chance. So it's still a 2-score game. Touchdown, extra point, touchdown, 2-point conversion, and we could have a tie game. However, this game does not run that quickly, so with 1:40 to go, this one should be all but done, minus an explosive play. However, if the Lions get their hands on the ball at all, turnover, onside kick recovery following a touchdown, or just an absolute obliteration of a quarterback, Arizona has no way to stop it. And Detroit will be on their way to their 8th win of the season, and they will take advantage of the help that they got from the demolition of the Buccaneers by the hands or the wings of the Falcons. Two pretty good games today. Houston dominated against Pittsburgh. I mean, this was probably the best game of the day. This was at least the wildest and weirdest one. Oh, there's the big play right down the middle. There's a man who's going to catch him from behind.
Was credited with the tackle. They cranked up a
Wow. That is what you're looking for if you're Arizona, but you need a receiver who's just a touch faster. But still a nice play. Hustle to the line here. They won't. Doug Flutie, old man.
first and 10.
And we'll see a 1st and 10. Why? What is happening? Oh, they went to spike the ball. I saw that they went to special teams, and it said, like, QB kneel, and I was very confused. So, 47 seconds to go.
Ingram lines up in his line. Throws. It's complete.
That is about the worst completion you could have right there. They're going to stop the clock again. So they're going to give themselves a 4th down and 7. None of this makes sense. They had the really nice play down the seam, and then they've spiked the clock. They've spiked it twice. The first one, totally fine. Understand it. Great. That one on 3rd down makes no sense. Mainly because it's a terrible throw. He has a receiver with a step, but it's off his hands. Incomplete. The Lions hold, and they will win this game 30-15. Going to be your final. That was an excellent play call, but a better defensive play by the Detroit Lions. They will take a knee, and that will do it here in Arizona. Arizona going to drop to 9-4. Give San Francisco an opportunity to take sole possession of first place in the the NFC North. Wow, what a terrific game. Terrific game.
There's the final gun. This game is
Terrific
over.
offense, great defense, and a weird score, 30-15.
Davis is the recipient of today's
Yeah, that makes sense. 3 receptions, 123 yards, and a touchdown, a 41-yard average, and that does not even count what he did on the ground. There's the spin move. You spin to win to score the touchdowns. There's the Romanowski pick 6. There's the spin move by Davis. Did they even get the thunder in slow motion, or? This was the big play to start the game. I thought that was going to be short. Just a nice play, but short of a touchdown, obviously. And,
NFL fever, everybody.
314 yards for the Lions compared to 141 yards for the Cardinals. Pretty even time of possession. And that'll do it. That is game number 3 today. Whew. That was fun. Let's get this simulated. The games of interest now for teams that we watched play today are going to be the 49ers game. Could be interesting. But it's really going to come down to this this Chargers Raiders game, and then you'll want to keep an eye on the Bills Patriots as well. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Wow, absolute barn burner. Hold on. How do I look at the 260 to 209 yards, a 6-3 game? Whew. Wow. The Chargers not really helping the Texans out. All right, first game of the day, or first game on the list was our second game of the day. Falcons clobbered the Bucs 24-7. Patriots all over the Bills 23-10. Bengals beat the Panthers 17-6. Jaguars take down the Browns 17-7. The Texans knocked out the Steelers 20-7. That was the first game of the day for us. Titans beat the Colts by 3. That is important for the Texans, who may not have gotten help from a different team, but may have actually gotten help from the Titans. 20-17, your final on that one. The Giants knock out Washington 18-14. Cowboys over the 49ers 16-10. So the two teams that had the best records in the NFC West both lose today. Rams 15, Chiefs 6. And a game that I don't really think matters. Let's see. Lions all over the Cardinals. That was a fantastic game. All over the Cardinals might be a little bit of a strong. I mean, they led the entire way. It was a wire-to-wire victory. Either way, great game. 38-10, your final between the Ravens and the Saints. Seahawks upend the Eagles 24-13. Broncos blank the Jets 14-0. Chargers blank the Raiders. That's a big result. 24-0, your final there. An absolute barn burner, 6-3, Vikings over the Packers. And then the Bears eke out a win against the Lions, or against the Dolphins, 14-13. Okay. With that being said, Ravens-Texans, that's a good one. The standings look like this. The Falcons, the first and only team to 10 wins so far. We're going to take a look at the NFC first because that's how it shows up alphabetically, or however they organize this. Falcons, they're your number 1 seed. They've been the number 1 seed for quite a while now. They are looking good. The Cowboys move up to the number 2 seed. The 49ers are in the 3 spot, which is down 1, I believe. Yes. The Cardinals are still the 5. The Lions, now the new leaders of the NFC North. They will be your 4. The Packers will be your 6. The Giants pick up a victory. The Buccaneers lost. And the Bears win. So they're still in the hunt. I guess Seattle theoretically probably there as well. Maybe the Vikings, depending. The Vikings might be more alive in the NFC North as opposed to like kind of the wild card stuff, but who knows? I need to see if I can find a playoff organizer. If I could find something that you could put all the teams in with their records and kind of see who is where, and then who would still be in the hunt. That would probably help me out a lot. The Saints at 5 and 7, but so you have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll give them 5 teams kind of in the hunt. Obviously they'll need a lot of help, but that's just how that works. 3 teams locked at 9 wins. The Cardinals, again, that 5 seed. The Packers, the 6. The Giants on the heels. So that's a big victory for Minnesota. It's a big loss for Green Bay. Giants take advantage. Bears take advantage. Buccaneers falter. In the AFC, the Raiders fell. But they're still the number 1 seed, so no big deal. Just makes the AFC West a little more interesting to watch as we move through the last couple of weeks of this season because the Chargers now only a game back. Raiders number 1, Bengals number 2, they lead the North. Chargers, they're the number 5. The Jaguars lead the AFC South, so they will be the number 3. The Texans would be the 6. And then all the way down here would be the Patriots. They lead the AFC East, and they are 7 and 6. The Jets lost today. The Patriots won today. And that means that the Colts would miss out and the Ravens would miss out. So we'll keep an eye on this AFC East as it is very competitive and kind of a mess because of the AFC East's the way that's shaken out. Speaking of the division standings, the Cowboys lead the NFC East with a record of 9 and 4. They have the Giants at 7 and 6. They're in the hunt for a wild card position, and then you have 2 teams that are eliminated in Philadelphia and Washington. The AFC East is kind of a jumbled mess. The Patriots, they take the lead and they improve to over 500. 7 and 6 is their record. 6 and 7 are the Jets following their loss today. Dolphins 5 and 8. Bills 5 and 8. Though I wouldn't qualify these 2 teams out of it, there's still time left. They just need a lot to go right for them. The Falcons lead the NFC South. That's 10, 2 and 1. The Buccaneers really goofed themselves up by losing that game. They fall out of playoff contention and are now 7 and 6, or they fall out of the playoff spot. They're still in the hunt though. Saints are 5 and 7. Panthers are an abysmal 2 and 11. The Jaguars and Texans are tied tied atop the AFC South at 8 and 5. The Colts are 7 and 6, and the Titans 5 and 8. That's a big win for the Titans over the Colts. I think I goofed up the saying again, but you can see it. NFC West still has the 49ers and the Cardinals tied at the top, but they both lost today, so they both sit at 9 and 4. Slid the 49ers from 2nd to 3rd in the NFC playoff pictures. The Packers were the biggest fallers. They moved from 3rd to 6th because they're lost to the Vikings. But they are both 9-4. The Seahawks 6-7, and the Rams 4-9. The AFC West is getting tighter thanks to the Oakland Raiders' loss, demolition at the hands of the San Diego Chargers. They lead 9-4 is their record. The Chargers right behind at 8-5. Kansas City and Denver 5-8. They're done for. The NFC North is a big old mess. The Packers and Lions, again, another tie atop a division. Both of those teams 8-5. The Bears just on the outside looking in 7-6. The Vikings 6-7. Interesting times happening. The AFC North is cluttered as usual, minus the Browns. 8-5 for the Bengals, 7-6 for the Ravens, 6-7 for the Steelers. The Steelers are not out of it, but they are fading fast, and that'll catch you up. Again, that's the Giants, Bucks, Bears, Seahawks, Vikings, kind of in the hunt. Vikings more so in the north rather than the wild card, but still not eliminated just yet. The AFC has the Raiders, Bengals, Chargers, Jaguars, Texans, and Patriots, with the Colts and the Ravens missing out due to the Patriots winning a division and getting an automatic bid. We'll keep an eye on those very Colts, Ravens. Take a look at the Steelers and Jets maybe as potential kind of on the bubble teams. But we are moving forward with this one. Big one, Ravens and Texans. That's a big one. Just kind of glancing at this. Jaguars, Bengals is big. Jets, Bears. That's big. I think the Dolphins are kind of out of it. Seahawks, Falcons. Bucks, Lions. Packers, 49ers. Oh, okay. So I might end up with one of those weird weeks we had this week where I'll have to write a bunch of notes down. 3 weeks to go in this one. It's coming down to the wire. Couple of divisions up for grabs. Bears are playing the Jets. I think just off the top, Ravens, Texans, Jaguars, Bengals, Jets, Bears. Kind of what I'm looking at here off the top. But I'll of course take more notes and see if there's anything more interesting that I'm kind of missing here. But there you have it. 3 more weeks of the regular season following this, and then we'll have the playoffs. Each of those videos in the playoffs will be the original 4-game videos. So buckle in for some long ones as we end this season. As I usually say, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. This series posts every single Tuesday right here on the channel. We will be moving on to Madden 2004 after this, and then after that we'll be seeing the final installment of NFL Fever 2004. So 2023, a good year for football stuff if you're into that, every Tuesday right here on the channel. We will see you next week. Thanks again so much for watching. Need about 30 subscribers before we so we can hit that 1,500 goal, and then trying to double it throughout the year of 2023. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here for more NFL action. Thanks for watching, and good sports.